Well, let's maybe you can help us out here. You give us
Yeah.
some good advice, give our listeners good advice. This year we've been building our Code Brown commandments. Now, a Code Brown doesn't have to be a crap in yourself moment. It's just a oh shit moment, like running into a bear on the trail, or maybe having a malfunction with your running attire, or like say the entire bottom of your shoe falls off. We're having our guest this year give us a Code Brown commandment, and you could go in any direction here. You could go running, you could go with your outfits. You have a lot of options, Yuki.
Yeah, a lot of stories I could choose from. And if thinking about this Code Brown commandment. Well, since we're on the Boston topic, and there's costumes that we've been talking about,
Mhm.
I am thinking about, and I will tell you this: this is the first time that I am sharing this story with anyone,
Ooh.
any other than Eric.
Ooh,
On the Runs
Eric
exclusive.
Chorney is the only other person in the world that knows this story. I haven't shared it with
an
anyone.
on the runs exclusive. I
On the
love this.
Runs exclusive. I'm only sharing it with you guys.
I'm
I don't know.
listening.
No one else listens to the podcast, so just spare no details and tell us all.
So Boston 2023. I've got this vision of being a blue and yellow flame, unicorn flame.
Ooh.
So I've got my costume idea. I wanted it to look like flames. And I thought of the idea of getting these wristlets with chiffon, yellow and blue, so that when I was running, it looked like flames coming off, shooting out of my arms. And I kind of
Mhm.
had a flowy chiffon little skirt. So, and I had like the design, like it kind of ended up looking like lightning bolts, but it was really supposed to be like flames. So, anyways, I made these, and my dad helped me. We sewed together these little wristlets, and I sewed on pieces of chiffon. And I'm all excited. I was on Chronicle. I was showing um, the lady how I was making them, and she was like, "Oh, I'll have to see you at the finish with your chiffon arm, wristlet bands that you're creating." Because I was like, I'm so excited. So we're running the marathon. Everything's going great. They're flowing nicely. I feel like, I'm this. Oh yeah. There they are. Yep, I wore
Oh,
those. That was a cheat.
beautiful.
I was testing them out there. There may
Smart.
not be photos
Oh, that
from
is
last.
at a Millennium
That was
Race. You're
the
right.
day
Yes, cheap.
before Boston. I
That
remember that.
yes. That was I was a repurposed, yeah, so there I don't well, are they on one of those? Yeah, there you can kind of see them. They got a little wet. They're on my wrist. They were like chiffon pieces. I
Mhm.
think I might still have them. They're kind of wrapped. They ended up wrapping around. But anyways, it gets to the point where I'm like, darn it, I have to like go to the bathroom, right? But I've got a leotard on, and I've got these wristlets on.
Mhm.
But at this Boston Marathon, I was trying to talk to all these people, but I still wanted to do a decent time. So I wanted to get the photo ops. I want to hug people. I want to take selfies. I want to chit chat with people. So I don't want to take up too much time, not unnecessarily. So that means
Mhm.
water, aid station, bathroom stops. Everything has to be really quick. And I tell you this because I had to go to the bathroom. And I had to pee, but I had to be quick. And I have this leotard on. So what I do, I usually have to, most dancers or whoever know, or swimmers know, you just pull it to the side. I can't take the whole thing off and go naked. So
I
I just
can't
pull the
imagine
leotard
doing
to the
that. I
side.
would do
So
the same thing. Yep.
yeah, so I do it. I pull it to the side. So anyways, I was trying to be quick. I'm like, damn it, I gotta pee. This sucks. I have to keep going. I have people to see. I want to get a somewhat decent time. I'm not gonna, so
Mhm.
I rush in, do my business. I stand up, and I'm like, something smells weird. And then I look up, and my wristlets that I had spent painstakingly made were brown. Like, I'm talking
No.
shit brown, both of them.
No.
And I'm holding them up. I'm like, what the hell is
No.
this? What the? And I go, that smells like shit. I go, don't
No.
even, where's this coming from? It wasn't me. Like, what? I mean, so I was kind of pulled over. I stood up, turned around. Someone had explosive diarrhea in the porta potty. I'm not talking a little bit. It was literally, it looked like it had
Oh,
gone up the whole back of this freaking thing. And it was
no.
on the seat, like on the seat, on the cover, all over the side. Like, I don't know how that happens. It was like projectile. I stood up and in horror. Like I literally was like, I think I almost cried. And I'm looking at myself, and then I think, wait a second, my wrist flames are shitty. Is my
No.
whole back covered in poop? Like, and
Oh
I was
no.
this can't happen. I'm like, and it was like one of those, I wanted to get out of there. It wasn't me. This wasn't
Do
mine. I'm
not
like,
go in there.
I didn't poop myself. Like, it was awful. Like, I just was like, how am I going to do this? So then I grabbed some hand sanitizer. I'm pumping it and I start trying to clean it myself. Like trying to I got to clean these. I need to finish with these. So I'm trying to salvage the damn things. Like, how am I going to do
Uh-huh.
this? So I take like toilet paper and I'm trying to clean them. I'm in the porta potty cleaning someone else's shit off of my arm
Oh
things. And then I
no.
start feeling my back. I'm like trying to, it's dark. I'm trying to see if like anything's happening
Yeah.
back there. Is there stainage? Like what's happening? And I didn't know. And I kind of sat there and minutes are going by. Like I'm in there panicking. Like I don't know what to do. So then I get nervous and I'm like, should I clean this up? I don't want the next person to come in and think I just came out of there in my costumes.
No.
It was a fiasco. I probably was in there a good 3-4 minutes trying to
Oh.
salvage things, trying to figure out what to do with my wristlets. Finally, I gave up. I literally gave up and I ripped off the wristlets. I literally threw them down the toilet. Like it was like, yeah.
At
And
that
I looked
point, what
at
else
them.
are you gonna do?
There's nothing I
Oh.
can do. And these poor little things, they were just sadly like on top of the pile that's already
Oh
there. I'm just
God.
looking at them going, all that work for nothing. I'm
Oh.
not going to be able to have my finish line photo. You know how I love my
Yep.
perfect
No.
finish line photo
That
with my
is
medals with it.
horrific.
I
Oh
know, and I
no.
think it smelled so bad. But the thing is, I think the what I was getting with the code brown commandment is you always check the porta potty. Do not sit. Do not do anything
It's a good one.
until you have checked the porta potty. And the thing is, I've been in ultras in the middle of the night, and I've actually had this happen where I walk in and it's a mess on the toilet seat, like some
Oh
accident, like someone
yeah.
missed and it's all over. But I
Yep.
have my headlamp, and in an ultra, you're kind of slow moving. I'm kind of get in. I'm like, oh, that's a mess. Let me go to the next one. Well, I was
Hmm.
in such a rush trying to like hurry up. I just opened up, turned around, and started to pee, and I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go. And that's when it was just like it was bad, and
Oh
I was almost
no.
crying, and I walked out, and afterwards, Eric's like after we finished and we're sitting there, and he's like, "I was so nervous for you." He's like, "Could you track people?" He's like, "I was checking your splits," and he's like, "You were gone." He's like, "I thought you had to drop out because it was right, you know,
Oh right.
because you can see where people are and it shows like your estimated finish." And he saw that I had been gone for 5 minutes. He's like, "You were gone." He's like, "I thought something happened." He's like, "I was so worried." I go, "No, I'll tell you what happened." It's
Oh
like,
my
that's what
God.
happened at mile like 60 at the 25K. We had a bit of an issue.
Oh my God.
So I never finished. And when I finished, the Chronicle lady goes, "So what happened to your wristlets?" She
Oh
asked
no.
me on TV. I go, "Yeah, we kind of had an issue. I had to let them go." I'm like, "Oh, I can't say that on TV. Like, this cannot go on Chronicle."
No,
But she
there's a
literally
platform
asked,
for that, and it's called On the Runs.
yes. But she
Oh
asked me. I'm like, "Why
no.
did she have to bring that up?" But she asked me that on TV. Like, "Whoa, what happened to your wristbands?"
Um,
Yeah, I'll go
What
back
a
and tell her later.
story.
they
What a
Yeah,
fell
story. Now just
check
send her
those.
this. Send
Oh,
her this. I'll
yes.
I'll clip I'll clip the entire 5-minute story and you can send
Oh
her
my
that.
God.
Yeah, yep, yep. So
That is a very wonderful commandment to add to the list. That one is not on there, but
it's
it is
not.
probably one of the most important. I
Check
will
before you sit.
definitely. I
Yeah,
always
and
do just because. So
see, you're
Rachel
smart.
Well,
will
check
never sit,
everything.
but I'm lazy. I'm like, my legs hurt. I don't care. As long as the seat looks clean, I'll sit. I don't care. I'm dirty anyways. Like it's whatever. But that is I am terrified now and I will most certainly be
Take
checking
the
things
extra
out.
second. It won't
Yeah.
hurt. I mean, you can be in a rush in those races, but yeah.
Uh-huh.
Or the grass. Check there too because I've actually squatted in poison ivy before.
Oh,
So
oh no.
I've had poison ivy. Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, that's the
In the
worst.
wrong lady bits. It's not
Oh
good.
no. Oh no.
That was before a marathon. I ran the marathon and didn't find out till, how poison ivy kind of hits later, so you don't really know
Mm-hmm.
till like the next
Oh,
day. So
Yuki. Well,
I
those
never
How do
are
you
check.
incredible stories. I feel bad. What happened to that person? What happened to you, mystery
That's what I want
person
to
in
know.
the
How does it
porta potty?
explode up
And
there? How
Oh
does
my
that happen? It was
gosh.
literally on the wall. How did it get on the
I
wall? And I was
Couldn't
mad
gotta
at
tell
the
you.
find this
I
person.
person.
don't know.
I didn't even know this human, but I'm like, I hate you. I don't even know this poor runner, but I hated them that moment. I didn't even know them. I wanted to run out there and look for them, like sniff
Yep.
around, like, who is this? Who ruined
Chances
my
are you would have been
costume?
able to find him.
I
Oh my god.
mean,
Yeah.
I don't get how
Oh.
it could happen unless if it's happening like as you're pulling the pants down and you're not sitting down yet. That's the
You're
only way
at
I
an
can think
angle,
about it.
like you're.
Oh,
I don't even.
It's either that or they did it on purpose and they're listening right now and they're going,
oh,
it
No,
wasn't
Yeah.
us
I hope
because we were
not.
at mile 19.
Oh, yeah.
that's
We
like
have
their
no.
MO. Like they do that. They go to marathons and just do that, and
Oh,
like, or
maybe.
maybe it could have been a spectator. I didn't even think of that because spectators use those.
Oh
I
my
assumed it was
god.
a runner. I suppose I shouldn't assume that.
Eh.
I just
You have
it
a
most
point,
likely was
but
though.
wow.
Erica,
Yeah.
how do you go from that to your song? I mean,
Hell if I know. This is. I need to just take a minute to like breathe because I'm still so horrified for you. That is
I
insane.
appreciate you sharing that because
It was embarrassing.
only one person
That
ever
may
has ever
be
heard it.
like
It's
the
an
best
exclusive,
story
an
we've
OTR
had.
exclusive, and
Insane.
I love you for it. Thank you
Oh,
for sharing that story. It's a year later almost. Like
Yeah.
it's time to let it out. I like it. Don't call me in a week and say edit it out. I want to keep that one.
It still
Oh, it's
stings a little bit. There was no poop anywhere else, just so we know.
good.
But I was stressed out the rest of the race. I'm
Because
not
you were
kidding.
like, is it on my back? Is it on my leg? Is it anywhere I can't see? And did you walk over to anyone and say, can you tell me if I have shit on my back?
I was close to doing that because I figured they don't know me, but I need to know. There's photographers out here.
Yeah,
Well, let me
Yeah.
tell you, if it was one of us, we would have helped you clean it.
absolutely. We'll bring our butt napkins. They're
Yes,
like
they're
the
amazing.
single
Oh.
package wet nap things. So if you need anything, mile 19, you stop right by.